Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast, episode 264. I'm Joe.
I'm Lauren.
Lauren, how the heck are you?
I am so good.
That's good.
Because
Yes,
it is almost
it is
New Year's.
almost New Year's.
Almost New Year's.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I am also doing well.
feeling
Looking
good? You
forward.
ready?
Looking forward to the new year, 2025.
Big year.
Big year. Big. I'm gonna tell a stupid joke, but
Go for it.
You know who John Mulaney is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, love him.
Yes.
One of his favorite jokes is when he's talking about how he and his wife were like looking at a house, and their realtor was saying, "This is an on-fire garbage can. Could be a nursery."
Yeah.
But he said that she was looking out or like talking about financing, right? And they said, for example, this is what you'll be paying in 2029. And he goes, 2029? That's not a real year. And so every time we get to a new year that's closer to 2029, I get a little bit more excited.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God.
Because
is
when
it a
that
real
year happens, I'm going to say 2029, that's not a real year. And I'll think I'm the funniest person in the room.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's the reality of that, but okay.
No, it is
Do you
not
know
the
what else
reality
is
of it.
cool about this year, though?
What's that?
Because it's better than 24.
So true. SpongeBob references galore this
Yes,
year.
and yeah, they're gonna hit the jackpot this year because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
finally, because most people do it for their birthday when they
Yeah.
turn 25, they do the birthday cake that says it
Yeah.
or whatever. But this year,
Yeah.
this
You can have
changeover,
decorations
minute,
that say
it's better than 24.
Yeah.
It's 25.
Yeah.
Which is really exciting.
Yeah.
I think I probably will decorate like that. I'm not even gonna
good.
be here, but that's okay.
Oh, that's
Do you
right.
have New Year's plans? Where are you bringing in the new year?
I think ringing in the new year is the term.
But you're bringing it. I know
Bring it on in. Bring it in.
Beep, beep.
I am ringing in the new year, probably from my house. Most likely
Your house
throwing
here, your house
here.
there. Okay.
Most likely throwing a party.
A party.
Yeah.
Bougie.
Little shindiggity do.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to last year. You were not at last year's.
I was not.
Yeah.
Where was I last?
I don't know.
I didn't go. I was here. I just didn't go.
Wow.
It was just Emma and I here, actually. Now that I think about it, me and her.
That's crazy.
It just was us hanging out in my condo with the cats. Yeah, drink some wine. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I didn't go though.
What are we drinking today?
I couldn't tell you. It's a margarita wine, a tequila wine.
Strawberry margarita wine.
Yeah, 'tis good.
It is quite good. It's
Refreshing. It's very summer.
quite strong. That's what I was gonna say.
What do you mean? I think that's perfect for what 3 p.m. on a
Yeah.
on a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I want to
Sure.
drink.
Yeah. Fair.
I don't think is it strong to you?
A little.
It kicks.
It's
Gives a
got
bite.
it's got a little hi-ya in the back of it.
yeah, you can feel it in your throat.
As it hits the back of the throat, you're like,
Oh, that's
but it's
what she
good.
said.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was
Anyways,
good.
what about you? Oh, you said you'll be ringing the new year from home. Your
No, so
humble
I'll
abode.
actually be in Richmond.
Yes.
So not my home, but
Not home.
close. I have a lot of friends up there, and my brothers live there, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna visit them and go downtown Richmond and hang out with a lot of people that I care.
Would you
care
ever go to
about.
New York City?
No,
Never.
never. You couldn't pay me.
Really?
Unless I had a bougie like studio apartment looking over it. I want to be inside.
That would be
I would
cool.
I would love to, or a hotel that you can
Yeah.
see it from. I would love to just stay in
Yeah.
and watch it. You couldn't pay me millions
Huh.
to go sit there and be in all the craziness. I would
Yeah, I guess
ring
that's
in.
fair. I feel like there's so many people.
I would go anywhere else in the world.
I
to
would
do
love
it.
to go to a major city
Yes.
for New Year's.
Yes.
And watch their ball drop, but I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know that New York City would really.
That
New York
doesn't
City's
appeal
tough.
to me. It's tough. It's busy. There's just a lot of random people, and it's.
Also, I think part of the fact that like they make it's a TV production, so like it probably looks cooler on TV than it
With all
does
the
when you're actually there.
I mean, obviously the last like 30 minutes there aren't really any commercials, but like, yeah, with all the performances and stuff, I'm like, this feels so because
it's probably not as good in person.
Yeah. I don't know. The only thing that I'd like to experience would be New York playing.
Well, that would be pretty cool. Yeah.
As the New Year starts in New York.
Yeah, that would be pretty
That's
awesome.
cool. And which is why, again, it'd be really cool to be in a hotel
Yeah.
looking over it or like on
See,
a
like,
balcony watching it
Yeah,
and you can hear it. Or
if you had like a group of friends who like all of you were really rich.
we all
and
did like an
you-
Airbnb or
yeah,
something.
and you rented a place out.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
I mean, I know someone who lives in New York right now, but
Yeah.
obviously they don't live looking over
At
Times Square.
yeah.
I couldn't even imagine
Yeah.
how expensive that Airbnb
Oh my
would
God,
be. But that would
ridiculous,
be
yeah.
so much fun getting like a group of like 10 or 15 of your friends. Like y'all don't even have to stay there.
Yeah.
Y'all could just get out of there at some point.
Yeah.
But or crash on the floor. Who cares? But that would be so much fun because
would be
then it's
fun.
all controlled and quiet.
Yeah.
When you want it to
Yeah.
be, you can play your own music if you don't care about like a specific performer or
Mm-hmm.
if there's a commercial break or whatever. I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I don't think I'd ever want to actually see ball drop. Disney does a crazy thing in Epcot.
Do they?
Not a crazy thing, but like, yeah, they do a New Year's night
I didn't
Eve
know that.
thing, and they do one in Magic Kingdom too, where
I've seen the Magic Kingdom one.
where it's like the countdown with the
yeah,
fireworks.
that's cool.
Yeah, but they do like in all the different countries, there's a different DJ with like lights and lasers and stuff.
That's cool.
If you after this, you ought to look it up. Like specifically a few of the countries, like Italy, because they have that big kind of like little platform that you can kind of stand in. Yeah, it looks really cool, but
Interesting.
obviously tickets get sold out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know where I'd want to go for probably just another major city that does something for it. But it's not something I've ever been pressed about.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm also like, meh.
I enjoy spending it with friends.
Yeah, I'd rather
Yeah.
be with people
Yeah.
necessarily than the place. Because
Yeah.
the ball drop is going to be.
Balls
on-
drop everywhere.
Yeah, the balls. It's going to be on the TV regardless.
Yeah.
And.
The only thing that bothers me about watching it on TV is the delay.
Yeah.
Because like nobody's got cable anymore, so
Right.
you're watching a stream,
Right.
and so it's delayed, and so by the time the ball actually drops, it's 12:01.
Right.
So
Yeah, I get the same way. I get
Yeah.
the same way. I try not to look at like my phone during that initial part.
yeah, you're like ignore the time,
Don't
ignore
look
the
at
actual time.
It's now, not now yet, but it's going to be.
Yeah.
Watch the ball. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you the type of person like if you go to a New Year's party, you're like, all right, 12:02, 12:05, I'm out of here?
No, I don't know. It depends. This is the first year that I'm going to be out on New Year's.
Okay.
I've always been at a house party
Yeah,
or an
yeah, yeah.
apartment or like here or whatever. This will be the first year that I've been at a bar just casually for New Year's, so I think that's going to be interesting. Because again, are they going to put it on the TV?
Yeah.
How is that going to really work at this place? And I would probably like to think I'd stay for maybe at least like 30 minutes afterwards to
Okay.
kind of like settle down and like
Yeah, like last year's New Year's Eve party at my house. Not that it wasn't fun; it was a great time, but it was again like 5-10 minutes after the ball dropped. Everyone was like,
left.
"Okay, bye," and it's like,
You were talking about this.
"Got a party? Come
you
on!"
were talking about this. You need to start your party sooner. You
No, I got to
started
start my
it.
party later.
Or later.
Yeah,
Yes,
I started my
yes.
party
You-
at 7
you-
p.m.
You
That was
started
a-
too soon. People were done partying
Yeah.
out of alcohol type thing. You guys started at like 10.
I guess so. Yeah.
The
The thing is, I think, well, yes, but like the problem with that is you start a party that late. Now people are like, I'm too tired to go.
No, but people will pregame before.
I guess.
And also because it's New Year's. It's not like any other party where like if you
True.
ask people to come over at 10, they're going to be like, damn, that's late to show up to a party. You tell them for New Year's, they'll
Yeah.
be like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like we were saying last episode, how Christmas is a morning holiday. New Year's Eve is very much an evening holiday, which makes
is.
it great.
It is.
Yeah. And I'm off New Year's Day.
Nice. I'm off all the time right now. So
Well,
I don't have to worry about it.
A resolution for you,
Is
get a job.
To get a job.
Yeah.
God, I've already gotten 3 rejections. It's so much fun.
You just lost your job.
I know.
Already 3. I mean, that's impressive that you've applied to 3 places already.
Well, I started applying before I lost.
Oh,
my
okay.
job.
That's
like
fair.
before my last day,
Yeah.
because I was hoping to like ring in the new year with a cute job.
Yeah.
But that won't happen.
Happy New Year. I got a job.
Woo. So I'm waiting till after the new year because of a lot of things will start opening up then. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm also excited because again, I've only ever been in apartments and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
so I've only been with people I know. So going out and seeing other people celebrating.
Yeah, I've never done that.
You know, I can't imagine. Like we watch it on
Well,
TV.
I guess that's not true.
Everyone's
I
gonna be
went
macking.
to I went to the Polynesian to watch the Magic Kingdom one a few years ago.
Okay.
And so like there was a lot of people there doing stuff, but not a lot of
Yeah.
people like drinking. Like there wasn't a lot of like
Right,
heavily intoxicated
right.
people.
Yeah, so
I want to
excited
see
to
heavily
see-
intoxicated people.
I'm excited to see crazy bar
Yeah.
vibes, people dancing, celebrating afterwards,
Yeah,
and whatnot.
that'll be fun.
I think that'll be very interesting.
Yeah, see, I want to go out and I want to like go watch a ball drop and then go to the bar and party till 2, 3, 4 in the morning. That's what I want to
You
do.
could do that here. You can go to one of the clubs downtown afterwards.
But then I got to drive all the way downtown. That's what
or
I mean.
you could host a pregame and then watch the ball drop downtown.
That would be interesting.
Find a bar. So
Yeah.
just pregame, host at like 8,
Yeah,
and then Uber downtown at like 10 or something.
that wouldn't be bad. Yeah,
And then
it's too late to plan it now.
you have time.
No,
You haven't even sent out invites yet. And if
that's
you
a very
did,
good point.
You didn't invite me in the first
That's
place.
a very good
so
point.
people don't even know it exists. So how you can totally change it. Do a pregame and go downtown, or put out feelers and be like, would y'all rather pregame and then go downtown, or just do it at my place and just come over at 10
Yeah,
and see what more people would prefer? I'm sure more people are homebodies and would rather stay in. Most people don't
so
like
we're,
going
we're
out.
old. We're getting up. We're getting
Yeah,
up there in age.
You guys are old. I want to go out. I want to party.
I want to go out. I'm not old, but
should.
we.
You should. Yes, we
Are
as
old.
yes,
Yeah.
this is true.
I do want to point out we dressed up nice and fancy. Our New Year's attire.
We did.
This
This is not
is
what I'm
not
wearing
what you'll
on
be
New
wearing.
Year's.
I don't.
Is this what you're wearing?
This will be close to what I'm wearing.
You're wearing the green.
I will be most likely wearing the green.
Do you have matching pants for the green?
No.
Should. would be
That's a
fly.
bit much, I think.
Oh, no such thing. I look like I'm going to a funeral, so
I don't know about that. It's awfully,
it's kind of sweet.
it's awfully, yeah,
kind of fun for a funeral.
like doll-like for a funeral.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. It's a very floofy little dress.
Yeah. But what's your plan for like going out New Year's? Are you gonna dress up? Or are you gonna go like?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I've been kind of trying to figure out what my cat is about to knock stuff off the counter.
My
I think it's your
keys,
keys.
yeah.
I haven't figured out exactly what I want to wear, but
But you're a big fan of like fancy, like getting dressed up for the new year.
I love dressing up for the new year.
Yeah.
I think you should
I love
always
dressing
look
up.
really nice. And I also really love dressing
Yeah.
up. And I also like to be the center of attention and
Fair.
be the best dressed in the room. And not necessarily the best dressed as in quality, but like draws your eye.
Yeah.
I want to look crazy. I want to wear the big jackets and the funky patterns and the, whatever. Because I want like everyone to like look at me when I'm walking by them,
Right.
And so I've been trying to pick out my outfit because it's hard with New Year's because it's kind of a color palette with New Year's sometimes.
Yeah.
It gets
You're going
pretty-
with like
it's pretty
you're either
tied-
sticking with like the Christmas colors or you're going with like gold, silver,
gold, silver,
black.
sequins are kind of getting up there, Red
Yeah.
is in there.
That's
but
why
yeah,
I want,
you don't,
again, it's got like a little glitter to this jacket.
right. You don't really
It used to
stray
be.
away from those colors. Most people wear all black.
Yeah.
So it's hard to kind of make that stand out
Yeah.
when everyone else is wearing that same color. So I'm working on it. I think I'm gonna wear like a sequin dress. That is like not sequins on the thing, but they're hanging, so they kind of move kind of like tassels.
Like a flapper.
Like a flapper dress, but
Yeah.
they're sequins instead.
Interesting.
So it's very
interesting.
funky, very fresh. And then I'll wear boots and a leather jacket and things like that,
Yeah.
He just got very cozy over
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like trying
Right
to
in the
figure out.
sunlight.
Yeah, the sun's out, which is great. But yeah, that's probably what I'll be wearing. I'm excited. I don't know. I think it's just gonna be interesting being in public also
Yeah.
for New Year's, because normally I'm pissed drunk.
Yeah.
So I need to
Yeah,
be
because
a
now
little...
not only are you seeing other people that are intoxicated, you're
They're-
intoxicated.
I'm intoxicated, and they're gonna see me,
Yeah.
and I need to make sure I don't look stupid when I'm drawing everyone's attention.
Right.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm excited though. For do you have any resolutions?
No.
Do you do resolutions?
I used to, but I'm not one to follow through on things.
Womp womp.
Yeah, I'm full of empty promises.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't remember exactly, but part of me remembers talking about I wanted to put like more into the podcast going into 2024,
Yeah.
and I feel like I did a pretty good job with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've really like worked harder on it, made sure that like we're sticking to a schedule. That
Mm-hmm.
the clips have kind of fallen off because I'm terrible at getting clips for you to edit, so
Yeah.
I can upload them. But like, I've put more effort in, and I think I've seen the results of that.
Yeah.
And so I think if I kind of stick with that, not so much resolutions for myself, but resolutions for like things that I don't do it, don't, okay.
Shaking the table.
Things that I am like
I got
working on. That's what I want to focus on a lot is like
Problem
my
question.
my endeavors.
Sure.
And like not so much like I want to quit drinking or because I don't want to quit drinking. I don't have a
Here we
problem.
are.
Yeah. But no, I don't know that I have any specific like me resolutions. It's more like, like I want to do more of this thing that I'm doing.
Okay. I like that, but that's still a resolution is to kind of like focus on
Yeah,
it.
I guess.
Because, like, if you feel very good with yourself, why would you just, like, throw another thing? You know what I mean?
True.
Like, if you already go to the gym, what would you add to it besides just, like, oh, maybe get to a more routine or
Yeah.
maybe do this or whatever?
I will say this. There is something I want to do in the new year, and that's figure out what I'm doing in the future.
Future?
In regards to my job. Like
Oh.
if I'm staying down here longer, which is currently the plan, I want to like work my ass off to move up more where I'm at.
Really? You want to
Yeah.
keep going up?
Yeah.
Really?
Like why sit still? Why be stagnant?
Oh,
I'm gonna
agree.
keep
I just
moving
didn't know
up.
if you wanted to leave
I-
and do something else.
I do, but also
Don't we all?
Yeah, but also like while I'm there, keep moving up, right?
Yeah.
So like while I'm staying here, keep moving up. At the same time, I also like if the plan is okay, I'm going home, I want to get like a really good job back home.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of has to wait until like things progress back home because I can't move home until I have a place to live.
Right.
I don't have a place to live until my brother most likely moves out of my house back home.
Oh, man.
And so once he moves out, then I've got a place to move into. And that's when I can kind of start looking at jobs back home.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I'm going to work my ass off here and I'm going to get as far as I can.
What's a leader next?
Leader would be next if I want to stay in operations. But I could still keep working up in a different direction too. So I kind of have to figure that part out.
Okay.
But in the meantime, yes, leader.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Woof.
So
That's tough.
we'll see. Yeah.
That's exciting, though.
It is. Yeah. It's like,
That's good. And I think that's a good, not necessarily resolution, but just goal to have.
Yeah.
Like, because that's totally achievable, maybe not like in a month, but that's something you can like work towards.
Yeah.
And so it's a good thing to like kind of add to your like,
Mhm.
okay, 2025, this is what I'm going to put my focus on.
absolutely. Yeah.
You know, for sure. For sure. I would say getting a job would be nice.
It's a good one. Yeah. I feel, and like that, and that is definitely, it's not necessarily a change for you because you only just lost it and due
Right.
to unforeseen circumstances.
Right. And
yeah.
I'm also still in school. So
Yeah.
I have a kind of a like a semester
Yeah.
in that sense.
But I was going to say, like, I think people look at resolutions as like, I need to change something about myself.
Yeah.
And again, like getting a job would be a change because you don't have a job. So you'd be changing that part about your life. But
Right.
it's not really a change. It's just like, again, it's like,
adding something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think pretty good resolutions are just like improving what you've currently got.
Yeah.
Necessarily instead of just like, oh, this year I want to crochet. It's like, are you going to stick with that?
Yeah.
Are you going to keep up with that?
saying it's like the
Versus-
reason that January, the gyms are full of people.
Yeah.
And then February, great time to start going to the gym because there's nobody there.
Yep.
It's like if you're not already doing it and you just want to do more of it, don't make it your resolution. You're
Right.
setting yourself up for failure.
Right. Don't call it that.
Yeah.
I am a big firm believer of if there's something I want to do into the new year, I start in December. Because I don't attach it to New Year's and have that weird expectation.
Yeah.
And then I don't have a
Then
disappointment.
it looms over you.
Right. Then I don't have the disappointment. So like I do want to get to the gym more regularly, not necessarily like go to the gym, but just like I want to have more of a schedule.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it every day this week and stuff. And I know going into like the new year, that's going to tip off when I travel.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be disappointed when on New Year's Day, I don't go to the gym.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, bummer, because that's my
Yeah.
vacation.
I also
Fine.
think start small. Right? Like if you're like, I want to lose X amount of weight this
Mm-hmm.
year or X amount of weight every single month. It's like, okay, well, start small. Set a very small goal that's
Mm-hmm.
almost easily attainable to give you that like satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
And that way it pushes you to continue to do more. I feel like a motivational speaker right now. Somebody hire me.
Whoa there. Don't toot your own horn. My other thing is maybe don't do something that requires a lot of steps to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Make your resolution one of the small steps that will get you there. So don't say I want to lose 5 pounds. Like go focus on like maybe like your diet, where like, oh, I want to eat an apple every day.
Yeah.
You know, something like that where you'll see those.
I'd love to eat an apple every day.
I do.
Yeah. Favorite
you
fruit?
not?
Go quick.
Apple.
Really?
Honeycrisp.
Oh, interesting.
Give me that.
Pears.
Those are good. Do you like canned pears? Or you eat it just.
Yeah. Give me a pear.
That's crazy. I like canned pears. I don't like a pear.
You like pears in like the juice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll eat them.
I have not had a pear in a long
Same.
time.
Wow. My
I've
New Year's
gotta go-
resolution, I'm eating a pear
I'm
every
eating a
day.
pear. I'm
Pears
like-
are a little pricey though, I'm going to be
Yeah, and
honest.
they're really sugary.
Fine by me. Eat less candy, eat more pears. That's
Eat
my
more
resolution.
pears.
I
There we
eat so
go.
much candy.
You do eat a lot of
Yeah.
candy.
You know what's really nice about me being a full-time person now, and I have a real job.
Full-time person.
Yeah. Whoa. Is now I have health
This line isn't
insurance.
strong.
I have health insurance now, which I haven't had
Really?
in a very long
Well, now
time.
you can live your best life.
Now I
without
can live my
worries.
best life. So I'm going to take better care of myself, mostly because am I going to go to the doctor? No, fuck the doctor. Am I going to go to the dentist? Yes. I've been to the dentist in like 7 years.
Joe,
Yeah.
that's so concerning.
Yeah.
I won't admit I'm also not the person that goes twice a year like you're supposed to.
Right.
Haven't gone since last year, since last Christmas.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't have time to go this year because of my New Year's plans.
There you go.
My mom has an appointment on the 31st or the 30th. No, the 31st.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. And it's at 11 a.m. And I'm supposed to go to Richmond the day before so that way I can like have all day to like prep for New Year's
Yeah.
Eve and get excited and stuff, do like breakfast, go do like walk around the town and stuff. And she was like, I have an appointment, but you can go in my place. And I was like,
Nah.
no, my teeth can make it another year.
Yeah.
Or I'll come
I
back
also like
another
I take
weekend.
much better care of my teeth now that I don't go to the dentist because like
Yeah.
I don't have that to
I
like
do
fall
too.
back on.
I do too. Back in like high school and college, I was just like, bah, just have them
Yeah.
clean it. Now I'm like, oh my God, I don't know when I'll see,
Yeah.
Tanya again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to need to clean my shit up
Yeah.
because Tanya will yell at me in 5 years when I go back. Now I'll probably go this year. I just don't know when. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. But yeah, so now that I've got the insurance,
go
I'm going
to
to
the
take better care
dentist.
of my eyes. I'm going to take better care of
When
my
was the last time you got your eyes checked?
It's been a little while.
So your prescription is probably wrong.
It's not that bad. Like I can still
Do you
like
know?
my sunglasses that I no longer have because I lost them. That prescription was about 7 years old.
Your eyes change like every year.
Yeah, and so this prescription is probably about a year old.
Okay. So
It
then
hasn't
that's
been.
not
It
as
hasn't
bad.
been nearly as long. Yeah.
That's not as bad.
But the sunglasses were so like I would switch between these and my sunglasses, and I couldn't see anything.
Oh my God.
And I'd put these back, and I'm like, oh, thank God,
Do
I
you
can see
have
everything.
really, really bad eyes?
I don't know.
Like
I think they're bad.
Like, okay, what is it? Like you're like -1 or 0.1 or whatever?
I don't know my prescription.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
When people are like,
I
my
don't-
prescription is this, I go, I don't know what the fuck you're talking
I've
about.
never been to an eye doctor and I know like a little bit about that stuff. Also, the fact that I've never been to an eye doctor, I don't know if this is just silly, but like I have no clue if what I see is actually okay or not.
You want to put these on?
No, because I know your eyes are destroyed. But like that's what I'm thinking about. is-
Destroyed is a harsh term.
Like the world is just. Oh my God.
I can't even see you right now.
Yes, meaning you have bad eyes. I can't see anything.
Yeah, but like
in
people
those.
have worse eyesight than me.
Yes, for
Like if I
sure.
leave these off long enough, my eyes will adjust,
Adjust.
and like you will become more clear. I will never see the
Right.
computer screen.
Right.
That's gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but like eventually things will come into focus enough
Yeah.
as your eyes just
But
adjust.
like I've always wondered if like if I went to the eye doctor, like have I been seeing totally poorly, but I just think this is what's life.
When I
this is
first went to the
normal?
eye doctor to get glasses when I was 13 years old, I knew that I couldn't see well because I was like in class. I always was somebody who like sat towards the back of the class, and I had to
Yeah.
ask all of my teachers if I could move up because I
Yeah.
couldn't see anything. And even at the in the
Wow.
front row of desks, I was squinting at the board to see what they were writing.
Dang.
And it was a real struggle. But like even then, I didn't know how bad my eyesight was,
Right.
Until they did the one or
Mm-hmm.
two, and then I was like, when they flipped both of them down so you could see what both your eyes looked like when they had the proper vision.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Oh my God. This is
what life is supposed to look like.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was so nice.
See, that's obviously I don't think I need glasses because I can see very well. But there's always that like weird like what if I'm like what if I just think this is what it all looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Same with like colorblind people, how they don't realize
They don't know until they know.
they test and
Yeah.
they're like, oh my God, I was
And then they
supposed
cry.
to see all this. It's whatever. It sucks, but whatever. Like it's not the worst thing. Yeah, I always think that's weird. I know I'll have to get glasses at some point. Everyone in my
Everybody
family
does.
has glasses. Well, and, like everyone in my family has like glasses for actual glasses reasons. They don't know why I don't need them. And so they expect me to need them in probably the next 10, 15 years or so. It's a shame. But it's okay.
My prescription gets stronger every time I go back to the eye doctor.
Because you don't go often enough.
Well, you're supposed to go every year.
Yes. So you did go. Okay.
I did go a year ago.
That's true. That's true.
But prior to that, it had been like 3 years.
Dang.
And so there was a significant improvement.
That's insane.
Something about getting new glasses is always fun, especially
You
if
get to
they
pick out a new
are.
frame because you get to.
Well, I
pick out
keep
a
the
new
same
personality.
frames.
You're boring.
Yeah,
Pick
because
something
these
different.
frames are fun.
Do
I get
something
compliments on
fun.
these frames all the time.
Yeah,
These are fun.
That's great.
Black
but
and
do
blue?
something different.
Nah, because these work for my face.
Yeah, but the others will too.
No, these work for
Boring,
my face.
Boring. My favorite time of the year is when my friends or my brothers go to the eye doctor and they get to pick out new frames and they send me all their options and they're like, "What should I do?" I'm like, oh, "I want to pick out new glasses. This is so fun."
I check on the website. I go to like LensCrafters, or I will just order them, like order the frames off of Ray-Ban, because these frames I've had them now for like 5 years.
Yeah, change it up. Change
No,
up your look.
they work for me. I can't.
You're so boring.
Can't change my face matters to me. I can't change my face.
Yeah, but you can change things up and see if you like it differently.
I don't. I've tried it.
Boring.
I've had many other glasses before these, and these are the best ones.
Boring.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you have the same type of sunglasses every time too?
Well, I've only ever had one pair of prescription sunglasses.
But in general, when you pick out sunglasses, you just get the same style.
I never picked out another pair besides the ones I had for 7 years.
Yeah, so you're sunglassless now.
Sunglass list now, yeah. So
Wow. You need those for your job.
I know. I will probably, because I picked those ones when they were like, that was the style of sunglasses, like the wire frames with the wooden
Yeah,
look.
yeah.
That was like, those Ray-Bans were like, everybody had those.
Yep.
Now they're still popular, but they're not like the most popular sunglasses anymore. I might change those up a little bit because I wear sunglasses less often than I wear these. So like those
But
don't matter
if
as much
you
to me.
You're working every day.
True.
Like, why wouldn't you get a good invest?
Well, I will now that I have insurance.
Yeah, for sure.
You know how much prescription sunglasses cost?
I don't want to know.
So much money. An insane amount of dollars.
I believe it. That's tough.
Yeah. I do want to, before I think I interrupted you again, but if.
Oh, it's fine. You do this every episode.
That's fine. Yeah. It's my resolution in the new year.
Thank you.
We did get from YouTube our year in review for the podcast.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah. So, Shuffle Podcast, as many of you who are regular listeners or watchers may know, we joined YouTube in 2020.
Wow.
That's when we started, during COVID.
Woo.
And now it's end of 2024. So how did we do? We got 10 new subscribers.
Wow.
Which is
on YouTube, that's great.
very impressive. We're up to 53 as of the last time I checked. Which we like once we hit 50, we bumped up to 53 very quickly. Most of these 10 happened within the past 6 months. So the later half of the year. Yeah, very nice.
Take it.
As far as views go, we got 2,243 views this year.
Wow, 43 is my lucky number.
There you go.
I like it.
So I'm hoping to see an
2,000.
improvement on that in 2025.
Yeah.
That's the goals. 46 uploads. Now I sat here when I got this last night. I was like, how do we only have 46 uploads as of the time of this coming out? Because there's 52 weeks in a year, and there's not 6 more weeks left as of the time I got this email.
Right. We skipped a week.
We did?
We did.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
When?
It was back in early fall.
Okay.
But yeah.
I don't remember us skipping a week. I thought we had recorded an extra one in advance because of that.
We normally do, but
there was one that
we
missed one.
accidentally just said. Remember, it was like I was really tired. You were like sick.
Yes.
And we were like, you know what? For the first time, we're gonna just
And so that explains one. And I think when Kira was the co-host, I think we had missed a couple right before she left and you came in. So that made sense. I was like, okay, it's not. I'd like to see 52, but it's not the end of the world.
But that's not terrible. It's pretty good
Yeah.
for consistency.
We got 44 likes, which is I think the most likes we've ever had in a year for the podcast. That's nearly 1 like per episode.
Yeah.
5 comments, which are all within the past couple of weeks.
Yay! Yeah, about your hands.
Yeah, and 51 shares. Our videos have been shared
Wow.
51 times.
Wow.
And our most viewed video this year was actually before you joined. Episode 228. It was when Tessa was a guest. And it was
yes.
the title was I Like the 12-inch, Tessa Thomas.
Of course.
And 14 hours watched. So that's how many, like, it's got 14 hours of watch time. Yeah.
Wow.
And assume it was an hour long, so it was watched 14 times,
Roughly.
which 14 times all the way through,
Right.
which is none of our episodes are watched all the way through.
Right.
So that's impressive.
Right. You guys should watch them. We do. Fun
We
things at the
should
end.
watch them all. You should watch them all the way through.
They're really
Especially
good.
2 episodes ago.
No, you don't need to do that. Don't listen to the end of that 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, listen to the end of 2 episodes
so
ago.
unnecessary.
That's a good one. But yeah, watch Stay till the end. We do trivia at the end. We do our Eat of the Week at the end, the best thing we had to eat in the previous week.
Mm-hmm.
Start jumping in. Stay to the end. Or skip to the end.
Skip to the end.
I don't care.
Just see what we're about.
Yeah.
Maybe watch it in reverse. I don't know. Change it
Yeah.
up.
Your New Year's resolution is watch an entire episode of the Shuffle podcast. There are very few of you out there that do watch the entire episode. My mom is one of them.
And to you, thank you.
Yeah, to those of you that
Love you
do,
guys.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great though. I like that.
It was
they do
very
that for
impressive.
us.
Yeah.
And we did our Wrapped for it.
We did do our
already.
Wrapped for Spotify
Are there
as well.
Any other? I guess TikTok probably didn't do any.
No, well, I'm sure we could check TikTok, but I don't think we've been active enough on TikTok this year. So maybe
really
as
Be more
as
active
hosts,
on TikTok.
as business partners,
business.
before TikTok gets banned in the United States, maybe
I know.
we
See,
become
I
a
don't know
little
if
bit.
we need to dive into it with. its
Well, we
current
might as
track.
well because eventually they're all going to go somewhere. TikTok users are gonna find
Bring
another
back
platform.
Musical.ly.
Ugh, please don't.
I was a hit on Musical.ly.
Of course you were.
No, I wasn't. I did not post Musical.lys. But
Bring back Vine.
please, can we talk about Vine? 2025.
Year of the
needs
Vine.
to- Vine was so good. Like I genuinely still, if I'm bored and especially with people, I'll throw up compilations.
Yeah, Vine
on
comps.
YouTube. Oh
But here's the
my
thing, right?
God.
If they bring back Vine, it cannot be 6-second videos.
Why
Like
not?
because those are people want longer.
See, but that's the thing. Then it's not Vine.
I know that.
That's why TikTok is getting worse. Now you can get sucked in for an hour.
Sign me
10
up.
minutes. No, then put on something else on your TV.
No.
The point of these apps have changed.
I'm thinking 30 seconds is fine.
No, I think classic Vines are good because they're short and sweet.
Sure, yeah, bring back those too. But I'm saying like if TikTok is getting banned in the new year and we need somewhere to go, bring back Vine, but make Vine like TikTok is.
No.
Have the ability to create those short ones that are fun and we love
Those
those.
short ones are why they're good.
Well, then we need something. Then don't bring back
Because
Vine.
if you can drop
'Cause I
a
love
bomb
TikTok.
comedy moment
6 seconds.
in 6 seconds, you deserve to go viral.
That's true.
If it takes you 30 seconds to get to the point,
Could you be
gone.
funny in
So
30 seconds?
You should be on a comedic stand. If it takes you that long to tell a joke, you're telling a set. Get out of here.
Oh my
But
God.
if it takes you 6 seconds to be like, yeah, I sure hope it does. Banger. Classic. You know exactly
Yeah, but
which one
all
I'm talking
those
about.
funny-
You can hear it in your head.
All those funny Vines are people not trying to be funny.
But that's why they're famous.
Well, the same with the TikToks.
They're trying
Funny
too hard.
TikToks are the ones that are funny because they're just fucking dumb.
These kids on TikTok don't know what they're doing. Did you ever make TikToks before TikTok was super big?
No.
Like when it was just dancing? Like
No.
early Charlie D'Amelio
No.
stage? I did. And you have a special
Did you do
guest.
the dances?
I did the dances with my friend because we were in high school when TikTok started like kind of becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And I did some of the dances with my friend, and we went viral in the sense that we got like 1,000 views, and we thought it was crazy. And this
Oh,
was
well, yeah,
before-
back then getting 1,000 views
right,
was huge.
This was before like Charlie was Charlie. Like this is when Charlie would do the dance, and it would get a decent amount of views, and people would be like, okay, let's do this dance now. It wasn't before people knew her name. It was
Yeah.
just because this dance got invented. And oh my God, I think about that time all the time because then I sit here still watching and scrolling for hours through TikTok. I'm like, man, TikTok used to be so silly.
Yeah.
You know, like so lame. But it's grown. But I think Vine was better.
You just sneeze. Not coming. I think they both have their.
It's so fast.
They both have their.
But musically,
No, just never that. I don't know. They
Don't
both have
do
their
it.
ups and their downs.
don't do it.
Vine
Kat.
was like the problem with Vine is it got.
Oh no!
No, the problem with Vine.
Are we good? Yeah. Okay.
Problem with Vine is it got really bad near the end.
Because people were trying to be funny.
Yes.
Like you said, it wasn't that spontaneous of like just existing and I'm in my mom's car.
Yeah.
And just some random person just existing.
Yeah, and we just found it
And
funny.
we were like, this person's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And so like
Do you have a favorite Vine? I do. I can name it right now.
probably fuck your chicken strips.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one. I like the I Don't Mind by Kermit. When they're in the car.
Oh, that is a good one.
Shoddy, I don't. This is mine. Where he turns around in the front seat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that one. I love that one.
Yeah, it's
I don't
it's
like Hurricane Tortilla
neither do I.
or the Snoop Dogg kid.
I don't know. that
Where he has his.
one. Oh my god.
He just wants to be included.
Well, I'm going to include him outside.
No. He just wants to be included in the new episode. 'Cause yay!
Anyways, so that was the problem with Vine, right? And so TikTok, the nice thing about TikTok is you're never going to see the same video twice. On Vine, you could eventually scroll far enough to where you're back to where you previously were. And that's what people stopped liking. On TikTok, you can scroll for 24 hours, you'll never see the same video twice.
That is true. That is true. Especially now that it's developed to be so much more variety instead of just being the same dance over
Yeah.
and over again. I don't like. Here are the things I don't like about TikTok though. The ads,
Fair.
because I don't need to see a movie trailer on
All right.
my TikTok.
Fair.
I don't like people trying to sell stuff in
The
TikTok
sponsored
shop.
ones, yeah.
I don't like the TikTok shop push.
Yeah.
I understand why. It makes sense and it's great.
Yeah.
However,
And every app that replaces TikTok will have that.
Right. However, it just frustrates me that I can't just scroll through like silly content
Yeah.
until getting just like, oh my god, I just tried this new thing. You should buy it. Meh, meh, meh. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, that's how I feel about it.
Eventually, if you ignore enough of those, you get less of them.
Do you ever get on weird sides of TikTok and you try to figure out why you're there?
I did like earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what happened to my TikTok? And then I couldn't figure it out. And eventually it like fixed itself.
I occasionally get a lot of D&D and I don't
I love D&D.
know why. That's fine for you.
It's probably because we talk about it and
Possible, and it's listening. It's more, and I have sat in on a D&D thing before and everything.
so you do
I'm
care.
I'm familiar. I dabble, but I don't actually play or know. Like I've never, whatever.
Right.
But I occasionally get it. But I'm so sucked in because it'll be like someone who drew and animated the people talking. It's like a famous group of D&D players, and they'll draw and animate their actual characters
Mm-hmm.
interacting exactly how it is. And I'm like, this is so funny.
Yeah.
And I get sucked in so
Yeah.
fast. And then I'm
and
like,
that's why TikTok's
how did I
good.
get
Because you
on
watched a
it?
10-minute video and it didn't feel like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I hate that. I also like sometimes furry TikTok comes up on mine, and I'm like,
I'm
"Whoa."
sorry. What?
Yes, that's another one of those ones where I'm like, how did I get here? How did I scroll?
Are you
so far?
Secretly,
Never
been a furry in your
Could
life?
never. Actually, I have been in a suit before though. Have you ever been in a mascot suit before?
No.
My 5th grade, 6th grade. I
You
was
were a furry?
President. I was not a furry. I was president of my elementary school, and
And they made you dress up?
and the duties of all the cabinet, I guess, I don't know, like president, vice president, secretary. I keep wanting to say secretariat. I was having a conversation earlier and I had the same issue. Anyway, secretary, historian, and treasurer. Us 5, we rotated who had to wear. We were the owls.
Oh.
We all rotated having to wear an owl suit because each month you'd have a classroom that would get like the Golden Owl Award.
Oh,
And it was
yes.
if they were like well behaved in the lunchroom
course,
or
yeah.
whatever, naturally. And so you would deliver it in the owl suit and be like, oh, it's Wayne the Owl.
Wayne the
Our
owl.
school was Wayne Wood. So it was Wayne the Owl. and he would deliver the golden owls.
Not
at the
Woody the owl.
No, that's lame.
Okay.
And so I have.
Sorry,
I
Wayne.
have worn a mascot suit before.
Yeah.
It was back again. It was 6th grade. So much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun because the kids are also elementary school kids, so they all believe it too.
Yeah.
You know, and so, but yeah, every now and then I'll randomly pop up on my feed and be like,
Interesting.
not sure why this is showing up here. I'm
Interesting.
gonna quickly get out of there.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the furry side. No offense to any furries out there, but
I don't get it.
But also,
so
what the
therefore,
fuck?
I don't. Y'all do your own thing, but since I don't get it, I don't want to indulge in your content. If that makes sense.
it makes sense
You know
to
what
me.
I mean?
So
Like it's
I'm-
not something that I don't understand. Like D&D,
Do not sign me up.
D&D, I understand because I'm a big board game and long-term board game
Yeah,
fan.
and you're a big nerd.
And I'm a big nerd, and I get. Thanks.
Yeah.
And but I get it. I understand how it works. I know the rules, and I appreciate it, and I understand why people like it. I've never played. I've never had a desire to play, but I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, when it's on my feed, I'm like, whatever. It makes sense. I can, take in this content. The other stuff, I'm just like, why are you here?
Yeah.
I don't get this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't get this.
One quick thing. Selena Gomez. Did you see that? Yeah.
I know.
First of all, what a ring.
What a ring.
Big
Old rock.
big fat rock. Yeah.
Big old rock.
Second of all,
I totally forgot this. This
yeah.
is a while ago.
Second of all, devastated. Love Selena
oh,
Gomez.
your love is gone. So
It's all right.
sorry.
There's still Sabrina Carpenter. And third of all, good for her. She deserves a win.
I think she does.
She deserves
I feel
all
like
of the wins.
She yeah.
I don't know a single person that dislikes Selena Gomez.
I don't either. Isn't she the most followed on Instagram?
Most followed celebrity?
Yeah.
I have no
I think
idea. But if she is, good for her.
Yeah, I think most liked goes to that egg trend. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That and Kylie Jenner and
Yeah.
stuff. But I think she has the most followers on Instagram.
Because she is the best.
She is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Great person.
Yeah.
All her interviews are so warm.
Yeah.
So she feels so human
Mm-hmm.
compared to most celebrities. And she's stunning.
Super hot. Yeah.
Did you ever watch Wizards of Waverly Place?
Of course I did.
Yeah. Great show.
Yeah.
Great show. Yeah,
She
she's pretty.
is 10 out of 10.
Mhm.
Absolutely
I like her
gorgeous.
personality in the shows she plays because it's very different than her real life personality
Yeah.
too, which is nice because okay, I love Ryan Reynolds, but his conversation in interviews is the same as Deadpool,
Yeah.
or whatever characters he plays, kind of the same as his own personality. Versus her, I feel like she gives this more sassy attitude that isn't quite the same as she
Yeah.
is in
She's a
real
very
life.
sweet person.
Yeah, which I appreciate. That
Would love
she-
to meet her. Get her on the podcast in 2025.
Sure, that's the goal. Hey, girl.
She's ending the new year in a great spot.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Oh my God. I would never want to be proposed to near holidays. I
Why?
don't know if that's a hot take, but that's because then you are the conversation for every single holiday. And I don't.
You just said you want everybody to look at you when you are out for New Year's.
Yeah, I love that, but I also don't want to take away from other people's experience of their holiday, if this makes any sense.
You've lost me.
Okay. So Christmas.
Hit me, yeah.
You could have a very tough year.
Sure.
And then someone comes in and your cousin just got engaged,
Yeah.
and that's all that your family's talking about.
Right.
You're going to get annoyed. Right?
Yeah.
But if your cousin walks in wearing a fur coat, you're not going to get annoyed. Okay,
Wouldn't you?
maybe I wouldn't, because I will look better.
I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't care if my cousin was engaged wearing a fur coat. I
It's
wouldn't
more
give a
of the
shit.
fact that if that's the only thing anyone cares about. It's like having a baby and all the attention's on the baby.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, hey, I just graduated, but no one's going to ask me about what my next plan is. And it's not me being selfish, but it's more of just this is a family event. No one's asked about my mom's new job. No one's asked about my brother's moving out of home or whatever. It's all about the baby. And I think it's kind of the same thing with the ring is that draws all the attention, and it's not an attention.
Yeah, everyone's
thing.
let me see the ring. Let me hear the story.
Right.
Blah,
Right.
blah, blah,
It's
blah,
not.
blah.
It's not the fact of the ring. It's more of just everyone wants to know all about that.
Yeah.
For the holiday, you will get to talk about that fun fact, if you get engaged in January, you will tell your family at Christmas dinner about that day.
Yeah.
That's just how it's going to work.
Yeah.
So I feel like when
The
it's
rest of your year will be about
it's
that.
only about that. So, like, enjoy that. But, like, also, I don't like the idea of wrapping it into, because then anniversary stuff gets wrapped to that. You know how, like, everything gets wrapped into bow?
No, I think, like, the engagement doesn't count. It's, like, if you get married around the holidays, that's dumb.
Yeah, that I definitely,
Don't get, like, if you want to get engaged around the holidays, I personally am fine with that.
I just like to...
I think it's got to be, I think you have to find the separation, though. Engage, but you better still be giving me a Christmas gift.
Right.
Well, I guess I'd be doing the proposing.
But again, you would probably still feel like you should give.
I will still
your
be giving
wife
a Christmas. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how I feel. It's like I don't want to wrap it all into one, or
Fair.
I don't want to try and blend it all into one, and I don't want it to have this Christmas flair to it or a Thanksgiving flair. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want it to have a theme. If, for example, we're on a cruise
And have your babies not around the holidays.
well, no, that's different. Obviously, the baby example is different because there's not much you can truly control there.
Yeah.
But
Don't bring your baby.
yeah, just leave it.
Leave
It'll be
the
fine.
baby at home.
It's
Come on.
It's more of just like you want that time to yourself to enjoy
Yeah.
and for everyone to celebrate that time.
Right.
So the fact that you wrap it into Christmas, I feel like takes away from your engagement and it takes away from Christmas all at the
Interesting.
same time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that might be kind of a hot take, and that's something I won't know until I experience it
Yeah.
truly, because I haven't really been around family who someone just recently got engaged. Most people get engaged earlier, or my family really just gets married. Not many of my cousins have had a wedding. They just
go to the courthouse?
do with the parents
Wow.
and do a tiny wedding. And then they'll plan a reception
Couldn't be me.
later. Oh, I'm having a gala.
Yeah.
This is
Big
bigger.
wedding.
Bigger than the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Yes. We are going to have strobe lights.
Yeah.
We're going to have fog machines.
Yeah. I want
cannons.
everybody hammered.
Correct.
Yeah.
No one will remember my wedding.
Yeah.
But it will happen.
Yeah.
And it will be on video.
Oh, yeah.
And you will see how hammered you were.
Yeah.
When I send out the quality edit. I'm getting
100%.
I want a videographer. I don't want to, well, obviously I'm going to get a photographer too, but most importantly, for sure want a videographer.
Yeah.
And really, I only need him for the reception. But I mean,
My friends Jake and Kristen, when they got married, they recorded the whole thing.
yeah, I want it all. I want all as evidence because I'm not going to
Yeah.
remember.
Spend the money. It's your one night. It's your one day. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why when
What's a
people,
few thousand more dollars?
Well, also, I think because our generation is getting married younger for some reason, I feel like we're kind of this weird peak where you're either getting married in your mid 30s or you're getting married when you're 22.
Yeah.
And it's like there's no in between. I've yet to see people kind of get engaged around like my age and older.
Yeah.
You know, it's and like between you and me, no one's getting engaged in this weird like 20s gap. It's
Fair.
It's upper 20s to 30s, or you fresh out of college and you're getting married or engaged at least. And so I think that's really weird. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know, but it was a
I was talking about saving up money.
yeah.
Why are young people getting married when you could save some money and then throw a banger wedding
True.
when you're older?
It's true.
That's where I was going with this. Save the money for a videographer, film it all, so you'll remember it later. And that's my New Year's resolution.
Yeah. Your New Year's
Is to
resolution is to get married.
I could do it.
If
Give
you
me a year.
you could be married by February.
Give me
You don't need a year.
give me a month. I could
Yeah.
get married.
You
I
could
could.
1000% without hesitation find a man to get down on one knee and propose to you
Yeah.
by the end of January.
I've had people ask to move.
I'm willing to bet, hot take, probably not even that hot. You could get married before the end of 2024.
You think I could get married in 2 weeks?
You just spoiled
2
that this is being recorded well before the new year instead of on.
That's crazy. That's not what I said. 1 week. You think I can get married in 1 week?
Yes.
Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me call one person up and I can
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Speaking of.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been watching, but yeah, you could easily get married before the end of the year.
Do I want to? No.
Exactly. That's the difference.
I never. Oh, also, I'm currently not dating anyone. So
Do you think that changes anything?
Yes.
You could get a boyfriend, fiance, husband by the end of the year.
Oh my God. I wish. But I
You
also don't.
could. Don't. No, it's not you wish. You could.
But it would be not someone for me.
You don't know that.
I just know people who
How many boyfriends have you had? Sorry.
Official.
How many first dates have you gone on? Let's I don't need that number. How many second dates have you gone on?
Ooh. Slim to Actually, I don't know. I genuinely don't know the number of how many dates I've been on.
Okay.
I've lost count. I have.
So yeah, by that point you could have had somebody.
Yes, I've had people already ask me to like move across the country for them and move in with them within a week and things like that of me talking to them. Me talking.
Right, and those guys aren't the right guy for you. But
Correct.
But
There's a reason I'm single.
of the number of people that you have been on dates with, there's a good chance one of them was probably a pretty decent fit.
No, I hate everyone.
That's not true.
Yes, I've never said I love you to anyone.
Well, I would not expect that after a week.
Yeah. But I've been told that after a week.
I believe that too. I just mean
Oh my
that
God.
of the number of guys.
Yes.
And this is not to make you
I
sound
could-
like you are just blowing through guys like crazy.
Yes.
But of the number of first dates you've been on, there is a chance that one of those guys was probably a better fit for you than you realize.
Yes, probably. Yes,
Yes.
for sure. There were some really good guys, not for me, but for just general.
Yeah.
They were a good guy. Yeah, I could be married by now. For some of them I passed.
Easily, yeah.
Couldn't be me though.
There you go.
My goal, did you ever have a plan? Like when you wanted to
Yep.
get married by? When was your, OG,
30.
30 was when you wanted to get married?
I wanted to be married with kids by 30.
Oh, with
So I wanted
kids.
to be married by like 24, 25.
Yeah, my goal was 26. I wanted to be married at 26.
Yeah.
Kids, my first kid at 28.
Fair 2 years of marriage with
2
no
years
kid.
of fun times.
Yeah.
you
I wanted to
know.
have 4 kids by the time I was 30 years old.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Damn. I wanted 3 by 34.
Yeah.
Ish or so.
Still doable for you.
Yeah, that's still the plan.
Yeah.
I just have to find someone in 2 years to marry.
Yeah. See, that's
Which is
plenty
doable.
of time.
That's enough time. I mean,
my plan, gone. Out the window. Totally.
No, it's just
I'll be lucky if
delayed.
I'm married by 30.
Yeah, that's doable.
Sure it is. Absolutely it is.
I think that's doable.
I just mean the kids by 30 is no longer doable.
Yeah, I wouldn't rush that one.
Because my thing was like my parents are so much older than me
Yeah.
that I didn't want to like have a huge age gap between me and my children.
That's how I am. My parents are way older
Yeah.
than I
My
am.
dad's 70. I'm not even 30 yet. So
Yeah.
he's 42 years older than I am.
My parents are in their upper 60s, so around
Yeah.
the same timeline as yours.
And so like, not that it sucks, right? But like I'm at that point now.
They're not as spry when you're
Yeah.
still spry.
Well,
and-
my dad's pretty spry.
okay, good for your parents.
But I'm at that point now where like, and this is gonna get morbid for a New Year's episode, but like thinking logically, right? Like
Right.
my dad is 70. By the time I have kids who know who their grandpa is,
Yes.
he's gonna be pushing 80.
I think about that a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think about that. I'm
and so it's like
I
how
want my
much
kids
time?
to have a relationship
Yeah, how much
with
time are
them.
they gonna have with their grandfather?
Right.
My mom is only 8 years younger,
Right.
so like it's same thing, but like
right.
But that really is like a concern of mine. It's
Yeah.
like my dad's gonna be pushing 80.
Yeah.
Now he's still in very good health.
But still, the numbers there. I also think about like care for them. I want to be in a good
Yeah.
place.
How
to
are my
take-
parents gonna care for them when I'm on vacation?
No, I mean care for my parents.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah,
mean
yeah,
taking
yeah.
care of my parents. I don't mean babysitting my kids. Oh my god. I mean when my parents are at the point where they need kind of
Yeah.
more.
How am I gonna care for them and my kids?
How am I going to care for them and my kids? If I have literally a baby or
Yeah.
a toddler, it's going to be harder to visit mom and dad more often to check in on them, or if they're moving close to me, or if I have to move them to a home, X, Y, Z. Like all those factors is something where I think about, I'm like, I would like to have kids sooner.
Yeah.
So that way that's not a factor later.
Yeah.
But
Now, like, if I can have, let's say, married by 30, first kid by 31, that's not that bad.
no,
Um,
that's fine.
I think that's
That's
like
in 3-4 years, 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
That's not terrible.
No.
And in that timeline, again, looking at like the age gap between me and my kids, 31 years is not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And then grandparents to kids, not bad.
Right.
Like they'll be around. My parents will be around for a while
Right.
with kids by the time I'm 31. With a kid by the time I'm 31.
Right.
My youngest might not know all that well,
Right.
but my oldest would know their grandparents.
Yeah. I
So-
think that's important for sure. I That's hard though, because it's something you really can't control.
It's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's funny how we kind of planned this out.
Yeah.
so
I could die
young.
tomorrow.
You could.
Yeah.
You're not. I sure hope not.
I mean, I
but
feel
you
fine.
could. That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird that we like plan out like our dates for our marriage and our dates for like kids, and we're like, okay, but like be for real.
Yeah.
At a time when we were kids, I didn't think it would be like a weird thing to just assume I'd be married by this day. But now that I'm older, I realize I'm like, oh, it's actually like hard, or like it's really weird to kind of plan that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you just don't know.
Yeah. I'm still living with roommates at 28 years old. Like,
Yeah.
marriage is not.
Not on the table yet.
No.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I'd like to own my own house before I'm married.
Yeah, I want to travel a lot when I am married.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing, is I want that gap between kids and marriage,
Which is smart.
where you can
I'm okay
be
without
a
the gap.
couple. You're okay without it?
Yeah.
I think because
Because I really want to be a dad, I think.
see, that's the thing. I do too, and I can see that as the age goes up, you can eliminate that travel gap because you've already had
Time to
those
travel. Yeah.
times. You know what I mean? So it's more of like the
Yeah,
fact that
I'm
like
pushing 30, Lauren. I've traveled.
it's more the fact that like I know I haven't traveled yet, so the fear of not traveling with like my significant other at all
Yeah.
scares me.
The closer you get to 30 and not married, you'll be like, I don't need to travel. I want kids.
I want kids.
Yeah, because your clock's ticking.
Now. All right. Yeah, that's what scares me though.
Yep.
I want to be young for all that mess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But shout out to you, Selena Gomez.
You did the damn
Congratulations.
thing. You got
And
married.
well, what's his name? Benny
Benny
Blanco?
Blanco.
Weird looking dude. Good for him.
I feel so bad for him because he also knows
That he's not.
that he's not the most, conventionally attractive
Yeah.
person. And he like in
bet
interviews.
he's-
Have you ever seen interviews with him?
Oh, go ahead.
People will ask. They'll be like, "So, okay, you're with Selena Gomez. Like,
Oh.
how did you?" And he'll be like, "Dude, I don't know." Like,
Yeah.
he genuinely owns up because, like, look at me. Be honest. I have no
Yeah.
clue how I landed.
I
that."
know.
And be like,
Man's packing. Yeah.
"No, but that's not true." They
Are you
seem
kidding me?
Really cute together.
Oh, yeah, they do. Absolutely. And
he's
you know
got a
why they seem
great
really cute?
personality.
They seem really cute together because the sex is really good.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. He's packing.
I support.
He's
It is really
packing, yeah.
exciting though. I think because she is someone from our like childhood and stuff.
Yeah.
To like, oh, it's exciting for them
Yeah.
to see.
And we
see
know
her
about
get
the
a win.
whole. We know about the whole history with her and Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber. And,
Right. So she can kind of really brush that more under
Yeah.
the rug and grow from that
Yeah.
too. Yeah, I agree.
Cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
We just rambled about
If you feel like
future.
commenting and
Good
you've made it this far,
God.
what's your New Year's resolution?
Yes.
And
we
what-
didn't even say if we had any. Oh,
Yeah,
you
we
said
did.
you don't.
And you said you kind of did.
Oh yeah, I kind of want to go to the gym, I suppose.
Yeah. And you were talking about. I guess that was before we started recording.
Yeah,
how you
you
wanted to
were-
travel more.
Yeah, I want to travel more in
See?
2025. So there, I
Travel
talked
before you're
about
married.
it. Traveling before I'm married, so I can get hitched sooner.
Yeah.
Because this finger looks empty. Hey, I'm kidding. But anyways,
Anyways. Trivia.
let's do some trivia.
We only have 2 questions that are related to New Year's, so pick
Oh,
1
boy.
or 2.
I'm
I
gonna
recommend picking 2.
pick 2 is my
Yeah.
pick.
What is the only pasta to eat for good luck on New Year's Day, according to Sicilian tradition? I picked that one because the other one was what singer was declared dead on New Year's Day in 1953 at the age of 29, and I have no clue.
God damn.
So, yeah, I figure we can just pick pastas, right?
Yeah, sure.
So, which pasta do you eat for good luck?
I don't know the name. Hold on, I have to look it up.
The only pasta to eat for good luck on New Year's Day,
This is
not
good
New
to
Year's Eve,
know.
New Year's Day. Do you do that grape thing? You're supposed to like eat
I don't.
a bunch
Do
of grapes.
you?
No, I did it last year because Kira was like, "We have to do this thing," and I was like,
Did it
"I'm
work?
confused. I don't remember what it even means."
It's so you'll find love.
I mean, I'm in a happy relationship.
You were in a relationship prior to that, but had you said "I love you" prior to that or before that?
Oh, I am. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, wow. Never mind then. Yeah, it's supposed to be to find your
Oh.
future person in that year.
By eating grapes.
Yeah.
I just like grapes.
I should
Grapes
do
are up
that.
there in top fruits.
Really?
I love a good grape.
Red or green?
Green.
Wrong
red.
choice. Red
Yeah.
is the right choice.
Yeah.
Green or but
I. It looked like you
That's-
struggled to say that.
because I was like, how do I want to say this? Because they're
Yeah.
like, eh.
Yeah.
Anyways, I picked my choice.
I forgot.
There's no closer for this one.
I guess not. So if it comes down to it, we'll just go to regular trivia.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Rigatoni.
I said angel hair.
Oh, angel hair.
Lasagna. Fuck. Why is it lasagna?
That's the most base. Oh wait, no, that's not even. That's a weird one.
Yeah, that's just like the long
plates.
flat.
The plates.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm not eating
Lasagna. So if you want good
on
luck
New Year's.
in 2025 on New Year's Day, January 1st, 2025, eat some lasagna.
I don't like lasagna. much.
Neither. I don't like pasta.
Choose number.
25.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5. What color are the standard mile marker signs used on the interstate highway system in the United States?
I have my answer. Locked in.
I'm locked in?
Green.
I said blue. Shit, I think you're right. Hold on, I got an ad.
Could be blue.
Green.
I know this because I know how to get to my college based on mile markers. And we know that we're almost to the exit because of the certain mile marker, and it's
good for you.
It's a nice green color.
That ties us going into the new year. 6 points each.
So this is really exciting because that means our first podcast of the new year is going to be a tiebreaker as well as a winner.
Decider,
It
yeah.
is the decider
Yeah.
vote. That's really exciting.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Starting off
Winner of the new
2025 in a hot way.
I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel confident.
Yep.
I'm coming off of a win. I feel good.
Cool. Lauren, where can the people find you?
The people can find me at lou.mcdonald. That is L2U's. .mcdonald, not a W. 2 U's. And my eat of the week.
Mm-hmm. It's
Honestly,
going to be tough.
this wine.
It's good wine.
This margarita, strawberry margarita wine is delicious.
Yeah.
We both pretty much finished it, so that's great.
Yeah.
Love
Wasn't your
her.
Christmas dinner?
No, because
Yeah, give me the reasoning.
I'm not home for Christmas.
Right.
I was not home.
Yeah, there you go.
Fuck. I tried.
Yeah, you really did.
My Christmas dinner is lame. I'm with my cats.
Yeah.
I was with my cats.
Yep.
So no, it's the wine we're currently drinking right in this moment.
Hey, what'd you get for Christmas?
I got a inflatable paddleboard.
Did you actually? That's sick.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's one of those like real. It's like actually got like a hard base.
Yeah, it's like
so
rigid,
It's
yeah.
nice. Because I want to go out, just drive to the beach, and not just sit on the beach when I go for my day trips. I want to be able to like just pack the car, but pack that and just go.
I asked for a
paddleboard the
kayak
day.
this year.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Okay, so same boat, same
Yeah.
same vibes.
Different boat, yeah.
Different floating. But anyways, my eat of the week was the wine
Yeah.
we are currently drinking and the alcohol I will drink on New Year's Day. And then some.
Are you a big champagne person?
On New Year's
Yeah.
or in general?
Both.
I have to be in the mood.
Yeah.
Like when it's my first drink
Yeah,
of
because
the day,
champagne is not
it's like-
good.
no,
Yeah.
it's not.
You know what I love? Yes.
Mimosas now.
Yeah.
Those are good. Yeah, champagne is kind of.
Yeah.
So I have to be in the mood, or I really love like the celebratory, like spraying it everywhere.
Yeah.
Do it. That's so fun. Just so fun.
Yeah. Makes a mess, but hell yeah.
Worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth. Anyways, where can they find you?
On my photography Instagram, Sharky_photography. My regular Instagram is Secret Agent Sharky. And that's where you can find me. My eat of the week is.
What's your eat of the week, Joe? Your Christmas dinner?
Yeah, actually, it is. No, it's my Christmas breakfast.
There we go. That's a good pick. That's a good
My
pick.
Christmas breakfast: eggs, bacon, toast,
We do pancakes. Every
potatoes.
Christmas.
Yeah, you mentioned that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's why I didn't bring it up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my eat of the week because
Love.
it's straight gas.
It's delish.
Yeah, and this wine
Yes.
was actually really good.
Yeah, okay. The first sip, you're like, whoa, that's strong.
Yeah,
Second
yeah.
sip, you're like,
Last sip, I was also, oh, that's strong.
you could get fucked up on that
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
dog.
yeah,
You need
yeah,
one
yeah.
bottle of that, you're
I'm
good.
feeling a little warm right now, and
I
it's
know.
not because I'm wearing a suit indoors.
I feel great right now.
Yeah.
This is great. Anywho.
Anyways, as for the podcast, and follow us on Twitter at CSGPod, that is CSGPOD. Follow us on TikTok at The Shuffle Podcast, and on Instagram at The Shuffle_podcast to watch our clips. And subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at The Shuffle Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for an awesome 2024.
Yes. Clink.
And there's there's still a little bit more.
Yeah, you gotta finish it, dog.
And here's to seeing you in 2025.
Yes.
We wish you all a very happy New Year.
Cheers to the new year, y'all.
Yes, and catch us on our first episode of the new year will be a day late, so it will not come out on the first Friday, but the first Saturday.
Yes.
Because of Lauren not being in Florida.
Celebrating.
So it will be a day late. We apologize in advance, but happy New Year,
But
everyone. Thank you
we'll
so much.
celebrate.
Bye.
Bye.